Hi, Super Spruce here, back with another Antimatter Dimensions NG plus for you, episode 128, 2 to the power of 7. And I know it's been a crazy amount of time since last Quantum. I have pushed Nanofield like way too much. I just barely got the 19th reward, and I feel pretty special after getting the 19th reward. I can get the high time theorems bills, which and then Eternity and Load. I'm just going to Eternity again just for good measure. And since I have this meta antimatter effect power is greater and the free galaxy gain is increased, I think that is going to help me push Eternity points, which actually it works pretty well at giving me more quarks. It's sort of surprising. It's sort of dilated time, but Eternity points, especially at least at this stage of the game, is actually a decent factor into me getting more quarks, which I didn't think. Like, people really complain about, oh, this doesn't do anything to give you quarks, but actually, like, at least at this point of the game, at least, like, Nanofield Tree of Decay, it actually does matter. Like, just getting more Eternity points will get you more quarks directly. I may even be able to get some more tachyon particles. Okay, not that many, but a little bit more. And I think it has been long overdue that I should just Quantum. I really, it is long overdue. I'm going to get an increase in red power, which is because I'm also going to get gluons. Not the next Quantum, but the Quantum after. I'm not sure if I should, like, distribute into, like, Tree Decay, like, next Quantum. Like, I just want the gluons. That's what I really want. So I'm just going to go here. And it gives me a decent amount of red power. I will need to push everything again, unfortunately. Like, all the replicants. The replicants loop does seem faster, so that does really actually... I know it's some sort of achievement reward that gave me it, but I'm not really sure. I also grinded some neutrinos. I can get electron neutrinos, which could actually help me a lot more than the tau neutrinos. So, yeah, there we go. Like, that, it could help me get more of the tachyon particle formula. But I really don't want to be doing this on recording. I think I just want... I'm not even sure how many quarks I'm going to want. I don't even think I need that many. It may be a waste of a Quantum, but it really doesn't matter. I think just somewhere in this range is okay. I know it's not great, but it'll do. Like especially if I'm going to be distributing this into Tree of Decay. I'm not going to be distributing these into Tree of Decay, but like the next ones. And it's really going to only cause a small loss of unstable quarks. It's still going to be enough to get the 200, which is really what I want. So I think we can just Quantum. Actually, there's a meta boost that could help a little bit. Maybe somewhere around E370, which, I mean, it's I know it's not the most desirable thing, but it really will do it. Also, I'm just going to be getting these gluon upgrades, and the gluon upgrades are so powerful. Like, it's going to go from E124 to E181. That is 50. That's over 55 orders of magnitude. It's also going to give me a few more limit upgrades and such. And these quarks will be distributed into Tree of Decay. I'm only going to be getting 54. I didn't know the formula. I thought it was a different formula. But whatever, I'm still going to be able to get 200 in the red branch, plus enough for this upgrade. So, that doesn't seem like that bad of a trade-off. Like, yeah, it does not seem like that bad of a trade-off. So, I'm just going to press U. I'm getting a decent amount of quark spin. Oh yeah, this is not just... This is based on your spin, not your... I forgot how Tree of Decay works. It's been a while since I have worked with Tree of Decay. I sort of have a goal to try to get the E578 gluon upgrades before I hit 70 quantums, and I think I'm going to hit that goal. That really doesn't seem like a hard goal. especially with all those gluon upgrades that are going to really help me get up there. This could be a good point to do some neutrino grinding. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to I think a lot of this next grind, I'm probably just going to cut this out. I can get this. I almost forgot. I can get quantum food as well. So, I mean, it does help the replicants a little bit, but not that much, unfortunately. I wish there was something. I wish this mechanic was, like, more long-lived. Like, nanofield is not that long-lived, but it's like, you can still push nanofield. And also, we do have enough. I mean, I'm not sure how. This may not be the best for quark spin, but for the quark grinding, just getting as many quarks as I can, this is going to be extremely useful. So I'm getting it. But I will cut a lot of this grind out, and probably maybe in this episode I'll get the E570 upgrades. So yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back a little bit later, and I've done a few things since last recording. First of all, I grinded a lot of neutrinos. I can even grind more neutrinos since I can get electron neutrinos, and I think while grinding neutrinos, getting the normal replicants actually doesn't really slow down. So I can just do this while I'm speaking. Also, I changed this to 0.175 just because with 0.15 sometimes it would just not give me neutrinos like it's doing right now, but I know the solution. I just infinity manually, and it starts working again. I can get this upgrade, however, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. It's just 1 times. So I'm not gonna waste my neutrinos yet. I'm just gonna be grinding the neutrinos. Also, you can see I'm up to 57 quantums. I did do a quantum. It was like E480 quarks. It's actually a little more than I can quantum for right now. You can see right here. And then what I actually did is, since the next quantum, even if I did like go into Tree of Decay and unstabilize the quarks, I'm just realizing that's going to cost me a quantum later, just because I'm going to need the gluons. So I decided to just get the gluons by doing a quick quantum, and since the quantum could be as quick as possible, I actually went ahead and did it as quick as possible, and got the 5-second speed reward, which isn't really necessary, but I guess it's just nice to have. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing. I can even unstabilize here. Just like unstabilize the green quarks, because you can see I have a lot more green quarks than. Actually, no. If I do unstabilize, that's not a bad idea, because I'm looking at the gluons I'm gonna get. So I'm really not. I'm not even sure if I made the best decision, honestly, but I'm really not sure. I thought I could get more, but maybe I think unstabilizing actually will help. And also they now last 8 minutes, which is enough to get me this upgrade plus this upgrade. So that's going to be useful. And I'm going to stop grinding neutrinos for now, just so I can show you another strat I've been doing. So I've been doing this. I've been also just occasionally getting tachyon particles when I can, because that helps. And also another strat I've been doing is switching from this build to the meta antimatter build. It's not really like the best meta antimatter build. It's just meant to be a build that's sort of like the last one, except it includes 312. So this study makes meta dimension boosts cheaper. So that's why I'm able to get more meta dimension boosts than I would before. So I have 88. I was able to get 90 before. I'm not sure. It's probably because of all the quark doublers. I can get as many quarks as before, but not as much meta antimatter. I see. So I can get more meta dimension boosts than I could usually get. And then I can go here, and this allows me to get more quarks. So like normally maybe may only be able to get 83, 84, 85 meta dimension boosts, but here I have 88. So that is a strategy I have been doing, and it's a pretty cool strategy. Yeah, I need to eternity first. That is the one problem. I have to remember to eternity every time I switch my build, especially when I'm switching back to the regular build, because that really does help. I want to get the E570 gluon upgrades before 65 quantums. It was originally 70, but I think I can get it earlier. And now I can actually get some of the upgrades. I know I'm going to have enough to get this, so I'm just going to get the meta dimension boosts are cheaper, which actually doesn't even do anything right now, because I already got the study that makes them cheaper. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. Another thing is that just make my quantums a little bit long. I make my quantums pretty long, so I get the maximum I can out of it. And usually while I'm away, I just neutrino grind, and I still can get the. Right now, the big limiting factor is the replicants and emperor dimensions. So once I get more of these, I'm still getting a lot of preons. So it doesn't hurt that all that much, and just getting the neutrinos does help. So yeah, seen a bit. Okay, I'm back a couple days later, and I can get E570 quarks. Finally, that took actually quite a while. It took a couple days and a few quantums as well. And it was a bit frustrating, but I got it. But I actually want to maximize my quarks. I want to get as many as possible, not just E570, but just as many as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the meta antimatter build, so we can just try to get as many free meta dimension boosts. I'm now getting 93 of them, and then I can go back to my high time theorem build, and I should be able to get even more quarks than E580. Like, I can maybe even get hopefully I can get like E585 or E590, especially when we get the eternity points back up to where they were. It's gonna be pretty OP. And I'm also just gonna check for electron upgrades. There's 2 of them, so that actually does really help. So you can see I was stuck at E581, but now I can get E582 and even a little bit more. So that does really help. I am up to E6000 meta antimatter. Just getting more of the meta dimension boost does help. I mean, it's not that much of a help, but I guess it does help a little bit. So unfortunately, for these to actually have an effect, I need to wait a couple. I need to first get one quantum and then the next quantum. So I think I'm actually gonna rotate the quarks the other way. I think that's where they're really going at this point. Or maybe I'm just gonna do left. I'm really not sure. But anyway, green is the color we're gonna be putting the quarks into. I think we should do right here instead of left. But so with more green power, that will help. But really, it's not that. It's more the E570 gluon upgrades that I'm gonna get next quantum. And while I'm doing this, I will be getting like some limit upgrades. I mean, it's not all that useful, but I guess it does help. And then, of course, dilating time. Never forget to dilate time, because that does really help the quark gain. This quantum, I'm going to be starting to unstabilize my quarks again. So, I'm not going to be doing it here, but the quantum, afterwards, the quarks are going to basically be unstabilized every single quantum, because at this point, once we get the E570 gluon upgrades, we can get a lot of quark spin pretty easily. I mean, it takes a while, but we can get a lot. So we're not even at 1,000, but probably we're going to get up to 1,000,000, I'm guessing. And I do know this is really, really grindy, but it's unfortunately the game. I mean, I'm not really sure this is a very efficient quantum I'm doing here, but it'll be better than nothing, I guess. I've heard that I'm actually way ahead of some people. Like, some people were at this point with like 70 to 75 quantums. And they still got the 100 times milestone. So I feel pretty comfortable at 60 quantums getting the E570 gluon upgrade. So here we go. I really don't want to wait for that long. So basically this is going to be, the quarks are going to decay slower based on my gluons. So this is going to be 30, they're going to decay 30 times slower. And that's going to really help. I can also get a few more of these, even though that doesn't matter all that much. Like, I can get some stuff here, but it's not all that useful. It's more we're going to be unstabilizing. So here we go. They last several hours. And although I'm not getting a lot of quark spin like quickly, I'm going to be able to get a lot of these upgrades by the time I like log in tomorrow. So I'm just going to be setting up the vacuum particles, and I probably will be not recording a lot of this grind because it's essentially the same thing as before, except we need to be conscious of the quantums. And there's not much more to say. I will note, actually, that with Big Rip, you actually need more, you need 4 more quantums because you need to respec out of your paired challenges, and then you need to set up paired challenge 6 plus 8. So I need to end a Tree of Decay with 95 quantums or less. And if I'm at 90 or less, I can even go for this obnoxious achievement right here, which may take a while, but I'm also going to be trying to go for Error 404 and stop blocking me eventually once I'm at late Tree of Decay. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Peace out.